the quality of university degrees in Uganda. In Uganda of today, we have more than 50 universities operating in the country. Recently, 19 of the universities got their charter certificate. Those universities that got their charter certificate are Makerere University, Kyambogo University, Kabale University, Gulu University, Muni University, ISBAT University, Gulu University, Kampala KU University, Bishop Stuart University, Ndege University, Ngozi University, Uganda Christian University, Bugema University, Mountain of the Moon University, African Bible University, Must University, Lira University, and Soroti University, and Islamic University of Uganda. Those are the universities that got their charter certificate. 19 of the other universities are operating on provisional launches. Those are the universities like the African Renewal University, African Rural University, Ankole Western University, Advanced International University, Cavendish University, Clark International University, Uganda University, Islamic University, Kumi University, Livingstone International University, Metropolitan International University, Mutesa I Royal University, Nile University, St. Lawrence University, Isaka University, Uganda Pentecostal University. Now you can see, these are the universities that are operating on provisional lances. And a provisional lances, it means you operate for 3 years, and then they see it again, and then you can get a provisional or chartered certificate. You see, quality education is not an easy concept. It is a teaching and learning process that brings the curriculum to life. It determines what happens in the classroom and the quality of learning outcomes. Uganda's school system used to be very good and very competitive. But with so many universities being open, it raises a lot of questions about the quality of the present graduates coming from all those more than 56 universities. I wonder whether those universities has given our graduates additional values. Education is supposed to give us knowledge about the past, the future, and of the world around us. It is supposed to help us build opinions, visions about the future. Because good quality education is not based on how many universities you open, but based on giving those students skills and quality required to drive our economical development. Because those kids, we need them. We need them to come out with a proper education so that they can manage our production and develop sustainable livelihood. When we talk about quality education, we talk about the content of the education, the learning environment, the management skills, the funding, and the organization itself. With so many universities being open in Uganda, the question we have to ask ourselves is to whether the quality of our graduates are guaranteed. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think we are moving the right direction. Something has to be done about it. Recently, I read an article about the quality of our graduates. It reminded me about a discussion I had with a best friend of mine who passed away some years back. Our discussion was about the number of universities that had been growing in a supersonic speed in Uganda. In fact, we had put a lot of question mark about the quality of degrees from those universities. We met a lot of those graduates, some in the field in Africa itself. Some are those who came to Europe for further studies. We could notice that the level of education we had before is better than what we are having today, because when you talk to those kids, when you talk to those graduates, you can assess the quality of knowledge they have. When you start talking about a project proposal or a business plan, then you know exactly that they don't know where to start. My friend used to tell me that, listen, these graduates we are having today is a bypass product that needs to be put together in order to improve what is coming out, so that we could produce something better. We all agree that our graduates are in real problem and they need new direction, because the university degree they have will not take them far away. In a country with more than 50 universities, with so many students graduating every year, it is likely that not all of them will get a job, or that all of them and their degrees will meet the required standard. Everybody won around the world. We have had many times that there are briefcase officers. The briefcase officers are the people who sit and just wait for all the students to come to them and say, look, I have to write a paper on this. Can you put it down for me? I will pay you some money. And that had been happening for a long time. You come, you pay them money, they write the thing for you, you enjoy his money. goes for his beer, and you take your paper back to your lecturer, and the briefcase project manager has done his job and is waiting for another client the next day. Those briefcase managers, they're everywhere. They are on standby to write any project proposal you want. If you have to work on a project and a lecturer gives you a project, you just go to them and they will just put it down because they're good at it. They know how to do it and they do it very well. You just ask them to produce it within a few days. You go back, you pay the man, you get your money. I've been hearing about that. I thought it was a joke, but then I realized, and people were telling me it's no joke, it happens in reality. Those university students who has got money, they just buy whatever they want to buy. And when they take it back, they get their marks. And these are the sort of graduates we are getting. You just pay and they put everything together and you take it back. You come out of the university with your degree without sweating for it. The problem is when you get down into a working place where you are supposed to lead the rest and instruct them on what to do, you might fail miserably because you are not the one who studied hard, but somebody else sitting on the street there doing the job for you. And those type of people should be ashamed of themselves. The university is supposed to drill a student, prepare them for the future, prepare them to be critical, prepare them to be thinkers, problem solving, producing graduates that are globally aware of economic and technological changes. You are supposed to acquire a skill that can be employable in development, a skill that you yourself, you work hard for it, but not the briefcase manager or the briefcase officer or the briefcase person who writes that thing for you, those proposals for you. In a rapidly changing face of the world, a graduate should be knowledgeable, and ready to hit the road as soon as you graduate. When you graduate, I put you in an office, you should have the knowledge to run that office and make sure that it works. I don't have to spend 6 months or 1 year training you once again, instructing you as a child. Do that, do that, do that. It doesn't work. You have to hit the road immediately you leave the university. If you need additional courses, there are always, in whatever organization you go, there are always additional courses. They're organized courses. You go there and then you learn more tricks to be applied. Another important ingredient that our graduates lacked could be flexibility. when your training only focus on a single path, then it becomes difficult to take another path. It means you have to go back to start walking again from the same place you graduated from. If our university is not producing talented graduates with practical skills, then what do we need the universities for? We don't need a student who goes and buys papers from a briefcase manager somewhere on the street, or those who pay money because they have money and they use the briefcase specialist to put something down for them. We don't need them. This type of student. You could use your money to start your own business. You could use your money to start your own business. We need graduates with practical skills. With practical skills, but not flooding the nation with degrees that have no additional values. When we employ just graduates, it is when the organization realizes that they don't really meet the required standard. The skills they should have been pumping in that organization will not be there because somebody outside the university wrote those things for you. Somebody outside the university was your eyes, was your ears, and you are walking on a paper that is not yours. It belongs to that person outside there who wrote it. Because when you get to the work floor, that degree of yours will be worthless. You may not even know where to start. Because if you had worked hard and studied and wrote those papers yourself, you would know what is in that paper. That paper is written by a briefcase specialist. But it will not solve the problem on the floor. You see, later, you can blame it on political interference, corruption, nepotism, and socio-economic mayhem, or poor management within the university itself. But if we don't start changing the curriculum in those universities and focus on education that provides students with practical skills that can help them to kickstart the moment they get on the work floor, then we are going the wrong way. We need to transform our educational system so that it can fit within the changing nature of the 21st century. We have so many universities, but we have to understand that when you have so many universities, it comes with multiple problems. And it is not going to be easy to concentrate on the input and the output. You are not going to check and control. I don't think it's going to be possible to know exactly whether that university is good or that university is bad, because when it becomes a private sector, those in the private sector will have to defend themselves, will have to keep their business going. And with more than 40 private universities, those people are there to make money and not really to give affordable and good quality degree. It is not. What we have to understand is that we are living in a global village. We need to be in touch with the outside world. We have to be informed of everything happening around the world, because we live in a global economy at the moment. And when you talk of quality, it means real quality. It means real quality. The curriculum in those universities should change in order to improve the quality of our graduates. Otherwise, creation of quality product will not be achieved anytime soon. It will not. It will not. When you talk about the quality of education, it's not just about the curriculum. You have to consider so many factors. So many factors. We have to focus on the curriculum itself, the curriculum that can respond to development trends within the country itself. When those graduates leave the university, we have to make sure that there's a job for them. But to be honest, there are so many graduates who finished, and for the last 5 to 10 years they have not found any job at all. They are now focused on doing business because they don't have a job. And those who succeed in doing business say well and good, and those who are not, they are just at home doing nothing at the moment. It is time we start thinking twice about creation of so many universities. I don't know who is funding those universities, or the student themselves paying the fees, or the government is contributing. And if the government is contributing, we should have thought twice that the money we're pumping in all those private schools or supporting those schools should have gone somewhere else to uplift our referral hospital, to uplift our primary and secondary education, so that when they come to a particular university, they'll have the knowledge to carry on. We have to restructure the little university we have. We don't have to create so many universities. Instead, we should have thought of opening institute instead of university, because what we don't understand is people think if you mention the name university, it makes you bigger than anybody else. University does not make you bigger than anybody else. Some of the things you read are not practical, are theory. And some are practical. So if I open an institute of technology, or I get some student, or I teach them how to repair electricity. The moment you get out of that institute, you will already be doing your job because you have a job to do. If I train somebody in the Institute of Architects, is he not going to build a house? He is going to build a house. Is he not going to build a bridge? He is going to build a bridge. He will be coming from the institute, but not the name university, but they're all the same. We have a lot of people who studied in the university. We have a lot of graduates. Some of them call themselves engineers. They've never built any bridge in Uganda. There's no bridge in Uganda that starts in their name, that Okello built that bridge, Kagwa built that bridge. No. Somebody else is doing it for you. Simply because when we hear the name university, we think that is heaven on earth. It's not. You can have Institute of Agriculture, you can have Institute for Builders, you can have Institute for Carpenters, you can, all. You come out, you're doing your job with your hand, and you earn your money. But this business, because we hear the name, everybody, oh, my son is studying in the university, or my daughter is in the university, they think that when you talk about university, you become more important than the other. No, we are all the same. We are all the same people. Whether somebody who did a technical, or he became agricultural officer, or he became a nurse, we are all the same. The only way is how we use that knowledge and the quality we have in us, the quality we work for, that make us who we are, the quality of your education. But you see, a degree, you may have so many degrees, but if you don't have knowledge from birth, that degree is going to be useless. You have to combine your degree with the knowledge from birth, the knowledge you usually get from the fireplace, the knowledge your parents are also going to give you, your friends are going to give you, your relatives are going to give you, you combine them, and then it makes a quality degrees. Thank you for listening.